During Thursday's presidential election debate, Trump literally broke down the doors to the White House with a crowbar of unalloyed lies, while Biden appeared lethargic, hoarse and hanging. One Democratic lawmaker called it terrible, exclaiming, "What the hell?" Another said, "Jamal Bowman is the hero we need now. We need him to pull the fire alarm." Quote, the House Democrat suggested that it's time for a woman to put both of these men out of their misery. President Whitmer sounds strong, referring to Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Biden campaign pollster Jeff Garin said in an interview that the debate hysteria is overblown, noting that Trump became increasingly inconsistent and unhinged as the debate progressed. The House Democrat said simply, "It's going to blow up tomorrow. You won't find a single Democrat who will tell you that everything is going well." Quote, the party began to think about a possible change in presidential candidate at the upcoming Congress in August. And if this happens, then Trump's entire strategy will go to hell. He will no longer be able to juggle the petrified crap of the past, taking out rotten arguments from a virtual case. And it seems he has nothing else, since he never gave a clear answer to any of the questions, simply spewing lie after lie, without checking the facts. Unlike Biden, who was more truthful, but in a mode of fading energy. And now it's up to the Democrats to decide whether to continue arguing with the nature of the future by betting on a nursing home, or to nominate a younger and more energetic candidate. Even if not so experienced, a shift change is necessary. It is already underway in Europe. And, although Ursula von der Leyen remained the head of the European Commission, the head of European diplomacy Borrell was replaced by Kaja Kallas, a notorious Russophobe. In October, Stoltenberg will leave the post of NATO Secretary General, and his place will be taken by Mark Rutte, a flexible and experienced politician from the Netherlands, whose actions have already put an end to the Kremlin's dreams of a possible split in the hated bloc. Putin's latest daring around the Asian region has confused the cards for the big players, but has exhausted the capabilities of the Kremlin idiot. Now, with an eye on squinting China, he will take meat for the war from the North Korean when, writhing under the sword of Damocles of the United States, where at any moment they can pass a law recognizing his cave as a sponsor of terrorism. In the meantime, only the 14th package of EU sanctions has been adopted, although it is also unpleasant, but with which you can still somehow navigate, including the emergency creativity of the sketchy people. Rostat records accelerating inflation as the coal industry collapses in real time, losing customers around the world. Europe is preparing to confiscate payments to Gazprom for Russian gas and seize Russian assets in response to Kremlin counter-sanctions, and Medvedev is already in hysterics as usual. Speaking at a St. Petersburg legal forum, the intoxicated lawyer said that the confiscation of Russian state assets abroad could be considered a legitimate reason for declaring war. In the meantime, following the oil shadow fleet, cave pirates began to create a shadow fleet for transporting liquefied natural gas. There is less and less money, and so is fighting meat. In May alone, a record number of organisms were fried, and losses exceeded the monthly replacement figure of 25,000 heads per month, reaching a number of 37,000 corpses. The avalanche of problems, which has already begun its downward movement, with the effect of a destructive increase, makes the Kremlin gang nervous and grasping at the last argument for a big war with NATO. The Ministry of Defense declares the risk of a collision with NATO due to the activity of reconnaissance drones in the Black Sea. The United States is increasing the activity of strategic drones over the Black Sea for reconnaissance and targeting high-precision weapons, which were transferred to the armed forces of Ukraine, Belousov's chicks squeak. Such flights greatly increase the likelihood of incidents, which increases the risk of direct confrontation. Quote, NATO countries will be responsible for this. Quote, the Democrats' troubles with the rapidly decrepit Biden are nothing compared to the collapse that could cover the cave. Furry people scratch their fur. How to get out of this situation? Someone even suggests putting forward a new peace plan that will keep Biden in the White House and the boys in their own. Quote, but this is not real. Unlike the Cave of the Dead, The whole world is developing according to the living laws of evolution, including in politics. And now is precisely the turning point when it would be better to buckle up. It will shake.